Hello and welcome to the first video of my channel. This is for MegaMek, and it's just the basic information on how to set up a game and just the quick ins and outs of gameplay. This is a supplement to a training guide that was put out on the 4 Sky Guards forum underneath the Sky Rangers net. And it's just a bunch of us guys that come out and play MegaMek online. We welcome everyone, all factions, anyone who plays mercenaries, clan, the inner sphere. You know, you don't have to be a Steiner fan to come play with us. All right, so I'm going to open this up. And this is the main screen after the execution file is open. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of different ways to set up the game. You can set up the map first, change game options first, put your units in first. Typically, this is just me. I usually put the bot in first. So I'm going to add the bot. There's 2 different types of bots: the test bot and the princess bot. The test bot, as you can see, look, there's nothing. It's just a blank page. Not very smart. So what we call a princess bot has these sliders where you can change it. So default, I can change it to bravery all the way up to strong. He's going to be gung-ho, Braveheart type bravery. And then self-preservation is where, you either make him, I don't care, I'm going to go and shoot people, I don't care if I die, or I want to save my skin. Same with aggression, total aggression, no aggression, hurting, you stay with the group, don't stay with the group. And pilot caution, you either don't care about cliffs or buildings, you're going to jump off, jump into water, whatnot, or not jump into water. So, and there's other settings besides default, in which in default you can change everything. You can also have Berserk, which is, you see, it's already preset to be brave, to be aggressive, to not care about his health, and not care about piloting skills, just go and stuff. Or you have the Coward, where he's afraid, he wants to stay alive, he stays with the group. Escape is where he's still not very brave, he still wants to save himself, but because of the rules forcing him to withdraw immediately, he's not going to care about staying with the group. He just wants to get off the map. And then you also have down here strategic target. You can either put a building or a unit saying, hey, you need to protect this unit or this building, and you can put it in here if you know the map number or unit. I typically just do default. I don't like my bad guys to be brave, but I also want him to be safe when he's moving around. I don't want him jumping off a cliff and damaging him without my ability to shoot him down. So that's all I'm going to change right now, except for the name. Just going to put that guy for right now. I'm not going to save it. You can save it for later battles. Alright. This chappie's team 1. That guy's team 2. I want to add my units. There's 3 different ways to add your unit. One is load list. It's a mole file from your Mech HQ. Another one is just single, adding it single, one at a time. So I can just pick up Atlas and have a nice pretty little picture here and all the information. There's advanced search where you can go in and select, hey, I just want to be clan. Oops, clan. You can actually go in here and say, you know what, I want a gauze all my all my mechs have gauze. If I can learn how to do the alphabet. There it is. Not add it. Alright. So now when I hit OK, I can put the year in. So I just want to be right with innovation. Now, all these mechs are going to have a gauze rifle in it. That's pretty cool. You can do that. Alright. But for today, I'm going to do create army. There's two ways of doing create army. Rat way is where you can go and select a specific year. If I want to do the War of 3039. And I can go and select the faction, the type of unit I want, heavy, roll. And these are the type of mechs that the Davion would use in the War of 3039. Alright, but for today I'm going to do BV matching. And I'm going to just do the box reset. You have all the same options as you do when you're selecting just one individual. I'm just going to cap it at 4,000 BV. And BV is just, each mech has a BV point. So depends on the size of the mech, how heavy it is, how many weapons you have, how much equipment you have on there, and your pilot skill. It all factors into this BV point system. So as you see, I still got this 3052. I want to keep it there. I want cannon units. It's just units that come with the game. The cannon, non-refit, none of the mechs that I've built from scratch or that I've improved on mechs that came with the game. These are just cannon units. My roll. And these are the two that I'm going to work with. Alright, and I got to make sure that my name's here. I'm going to add all. Alright, now, and hit OK. Alright, so there's my two mechs. I'm going to go back, create another army for the bad guys. I'm going to keep it the same. Try to keep it fair. And I'm just going to roll. And these are the random ones that they come up with. Make sure that my name's changed to bad guy. Add all. Okay. So now you can see we're fairly equal in BV points and in tonnage. And these are the four mechs that we're going to play with. Now I can go in here, which I like to do. I'm not a fan of just blue and red. I'm going to go in here and change the camo. I'm going to go into the nation that I built in my mech HQ. I don't know what to pick. These are all those random patches that I've downloaded into the game, which I'll use later, just army patches that I found on the net. Must be a snake today. And see, it imprints the camo. That guy, it doesn't really matter. Snake and a rat. How about that? Of course, you can't really tell that it's a rat, but you can't really tell it's a snake either. Alright, so all that's done. Now, game options. You can spend all day looking at the game options, trying to figure out what you want to put. I'm not going to go over it today, maybe in a later video. But as you can tell, all the tac ops options are here, strat ops. You can click on however you want the gameplay to be. So I'm just going to leave it how I have it set up. Select map. You can select any map you want. Size 16 and 17 is usually the basic map that they have in the board game, the actual board game. So that's all I'm going to pick today. I'm just going to pick the standard battle mech for this video's sake. Alright, so everything's done except for change start. I always forget that. I'm amazed that I remembered. I like to change the game start. I try to remember, because if you don't, then the computer if you're playing against the computer, it's just going to line his guys right behind you. And it's going to be immediately battle. There's no tactical advantage or no strategic planning. You're already there, mixed up in the melee, and that's really not how battles start. You usually come from one side to the other. And so that's what we're going to do today. North to south, small map. You'll see here in a second. This is an important initiative phase. Whoever wins initiative, whoever has a higher number here, will get to see their enemy move first. Yeah, it's always an advantage because then you can move your mech relative to the mech that has already moved. So you always want to try and win initiative. Alright, you see this is a small map like I promised. This is the most important information on this page right here. This tells you on the very first just general information about your mech, how much it can walk, run, jump, if it's jump capable, and all that. And then the next one is pilot. And if you had the pictures loaded up, you have a nice little picture of a dude or dudette. And then if he was damaged, he'll be red letters here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. After that, he's dead. Armor. This is perfect armor right now. You get slightly damaged, it'll be yellow, and then it goes to red, and then it goes to a grayish or black, and then the armor is completely gone. Same with the internal, yellow, small internal damage, then it goes red, then it goes grayish black, and once that happens, it's gone. If your left arm was gone, you was curious, or offhand what happened, what kind of equipment was gone, you can go into the next one, systems, and your medium laser and your 2 LRMs are gone. Here also, these 2 LRMs and that laser would have like big stars right in front of it, so you would know that they're incapable of being used. After you fire the SRM, you'll see that there'll be a cross, a plus sign. That means you've already used it. Extras, this is where you can change your radar, or it shows if you have any units loaded up, and you can change your heat sinks for whatever reason you want to. So I always like to change my radar. The mech radar is pretty good, it's just a standard radar. The mech IR is infrared, so if you're on an ice planet or you're playing in moonless dark night and you think the other mechs are going to be running hot, you can use that. But it won't really do it good on a volcano planet or desert planet. Next is max scan. If you don't have the option selected saying that you can't do this, see through mountains, if you don't have that selected, then this max scan is great because you can see through the hills, the trees, and all that. And then the mech assignment is just every time a mech walks, it vibrates the ground, and this radar registers that. So like if you're like sitting underwater, I guess you want to change to that, because then you can feel it can read the movements of the mechs going around the beach, I guess. I don't know. I've never really used that one. I always just use the mech scan. Now I want to deploy. Boom. Deployed. As you notice on this, I'm facing this way. And the reason why I know that is because this little white arrow. And also it looks like it's facing front. But sometimes you can't tell on some mechs. So that little white arrow is great to see where it's landing. Alright, also I'm going to change to mech scan also. Boom, right next to it. Alright, we're going to initiative phase again. He wins again. Alright, this mini map, it shows without me having to scroll down, it shows where the bad guys are at. He won initiative, so I'm just going to be a careful mover and just move 3. And move this guy 3. See, this blue means I'm walking. When I start running right here, it'll turn yellow. And then if I decide to sprint, it'll turn like a pinkish. And maybe I'll show it to you one time, but once you sprint, you can't fire that round. So unless you're running away or it's a big map and you're trying to get to the enemy, I wouldn't recommend it. If you jump, this is not jump capable. I don't think neither one of mine are today. It's red. So when you click on jump and you jump, it turns red. The neat thing about jump is you can jump. If you have 4 capable jump, you can jump 4 times, and then you can still turn whichever way. Whereas when you're walking, once you're done that 3, and if you can't run, if it doesn't allow you to run, you're stuck facing this way. You can't turn without causing issues. So that's something to be aware of. I like jump capable mechs. Alright, we're into the firing phase. Of course, well, you know what? I might be able to fire. Since I'm kind of long range, I can go up here on the weapons order and change it to high or low. That puts my weapons that are long range up on top, just because I'm lazy. I hate nitpicking, trying to go through each one, trying to find it. And this LRM is not very good because long range, you can only go to 9. And that's okay. Oh, because I didn't click on it after I changed it, so I was still reading the medium laser. Alright, long range. I have some of these modifiers, intervening rule, woods and stuff like that. But I can still roll 8 or better. So I'm going to fire. Take first blood. The rest won't be able to hit. I know this because the next one was the longest range at 9, so I know all these other ones underneath I'm not going to be able to hit. Alright, so I'll hit done. Now the awesome, I'm going to do the same thing. High to low. Alright, he's got 7 for this dude. So, I hit the large laser too. Still under the heat. Alright, next page. A lot of people look at this page differently. Some just don't even look at it and click done. That's how it used to be. But now I'm more into looking at what's happening. Some people take forever. Other guys just glance at it. Like they'll come down, look for these red, and that's all they'll read. See what happened. I like to see if I hit. My awesome did awesome. His name awesome to the bad guy's archer. Did a lot of damage. He actually did so much because I hit the gyro. He rolls and he fails. He falls on its butt. Takes some damage. Pilot was able to stay conscious. So that was a pretty good, successful first roll. But he still has the advantage. Alright, as you see, he's prone. But really, in all honesty, he's just prone because I hit him a couple times and he fell down. Alright, got lucky at his gyro. Because if you look, these 2 lines, the top green one is just armor. As you can see, there's a little bit taken off. Then the bottom green is his internal. I'm in movement phase. I can do several things. I can just move. I can take head. So like if I want to, I think I'm going to move down here, but I can do a left control. Click on the hex. Click too many times. Alright, right click on the hex, and then click on this guy's hex. And oops. Screw it up. I always make mistakes. Alright. So I can control, click. Click and click, and then it shows from here to here. It shows how many ranges I have, what's in my way, but my site's not blocked. There's also another one where you click and click the Alt and use the Alt button, and it gives you a ruler of how high I am, how high he is, coordinates, distance, and what kind of things are in the way. Then you can flip it back to him and see about his. It's a neat little tool you can use if you want. See, I'm at 509. This guy's right here. The line of sight is blocked, so he can't fire at me. This guy right here, can turn him. No, I can't turn, so I'm already at 5. So that's fine. I can twist during the battle. Because the archer's already destroyed. He tried to make a piloting skill, and he blew it. Now it's the combat phase, LRMs, SRMs, and my medium laser. I want to twist my awesome and fire my LRMs, my PCM, or PPC, sorry, large laser. And then look at the battle. Crusader, hit him a couple times. His Marauder hit me a couple times. Good hits with his PPC. Am I awesome? Was it not awesome this time? He missed. Alright, but the Marauder is having some cooling failure. He's overheat. He gained a lot of heat. His coolant's less effective. Alright, I finally win in the initiative. Yay me. Perfect timing because he can only move one. He's got his little troop guide there. So I'm going to move closer. I don't know if he's going to try to run away or stay in the woods. We'll see here in a second. No, he gets closer. He's being brave. Well, I can be brave too. Alright. My Crusader is going to fire, of course. Bam, bam. Oop. See, now that I'm close range, let's do this. Now that I'm close range, I can go up here and go low to high. Range, low to high, and change it. Fire, fire. So, as you can tell, my LRMs now, I'm too close. 13. I can go up here and try to be evil and fire at the lone mech warrior surviving the destruction of his mech. I want to throw missiles at him. He's not going to like that too much. Now to my awesome. Change low to high. Small laser. Large laser. PPC. And I'm still at a distance where I can fire the LRM, although I'm not likely. His Marauder did a glancing blow. My Crusader missed, but hit a couple times. But did hit with the SRMs. SRM-6's short-range missiles. And my awesome did one hit, got one hit. And he stays upright. Yeah, I went initiative again. That dude survived all the missiles. Sigh of relief. Moving his Marauder around. I can move my awesome around too. Alright, I'm going to twist. Try to get my front weapons up and firing. My SRM6s, because they're in the legs, my SRM6s, I can't target him now because I'm facing this way. Let's see if I can target the little man. Fire, fire, fire. Get my awesome. Fire a couple shots. Hit. His Marauder hit me pretty good on the Crusader, but really not much damage. My Crusader did some critical hits on his laser. And then awesome. It was pretty good. Gave him damage, the pilot damage. But the Marauder's still up. Now I get to kick him. Physical, I'm right up against him. I'm going to kick. He punched the Crusader, and I kicked the Marauder, give him some critical damage. And he's overheating. Again, coolant failure. He avoided though this time. But I did. I got some coolant failure too. I failed. Now I'm less effective. I want initiative again. I'm just going to turn. See what else he does. He stays right there. So you know what? I'm going to move over and get right on his backside. Firing. Awesome's going to fire. Bunch of shots. A couple of misses, a couple of hits. Awesome hits twice because he's awesome, but misses with PBC. Too bad. Done. Get to kick him again. I always enjoy kicking. And another critical hit on his leg. He went to initiative this time. So now I'm at mercy of where he's going to move compared to how my mechs are going to attack. So I'm pretty real screwed unless he doesn't move at all. Now the computer right now is several choices like that. He moved, he's trying to get behind me. So I'm going to fire medium lasers, short range, and now I can fire my LRMs out. I'm going to try to twist. Get at least some of my shots on there, some of my weapons on him. Actually, I'm able to get all of them, so no worries. And he blows up. Lose the Crusader and his medium laser to the head, and the pilot's dead. Now I won. And so that was a quick version of this. Maybe later I'll go through Mech HQ and map building and a little bit more detail on special weapons and stuff like that. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming and viewing my video.